guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a video about skincare, and I get so many questions about skincare, and I'm always so hesitant to do a video because I have so much to talk about on the topic of skincare, but I just feel like when I do a video I'm gonna forget something and I'm gonna regret it after. But because if you guys don't know, I am an esthetician. So I always get questions about skincare, and then I don't know why I just don't do a video or something because I feel like I'm gonna forget something. But I figured, you know what, if I forget something, I'll just do another video and I'll just talk about it then, and then I'll just keep doing videos and more. And I would love for you guys to ask me questions and kind of keep the topic going, because sometimes I know so much about it that I don't really know what some people are wondering about. And what other people, might want to know. So if you guys give me ideas and topics and questions, then I definitely will answer any questions that you guys have on the topic of skincare. I love talking about it, and I love informing people about skincare and what they can do. So whatever questions you guys have, leave me comments, let me know. You can even ask me on social media. You can leave me comments on my videos and on my blog. So I do read everything, and I'll definitely get back to you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna get started. So basically I'm gonna talk about my background a little bit. I've talked about this before, but for some people who haven't seen my videos or my blog in the past, I'm just gonna quickly go over it. I am a licensed esthetician, so I have been an esthetician for about 3 years or so, maybe 4. And I work as an esthetician, which is basically somebody who works on your skin. I'm not a dermatologist, so I'm not a doctor, but I am an esthetician, so I do facials, waxing, peels, things like that. So I am licensed to do all of those things. And my salon, which I work with my mom, it's her salon, I came and worked with her. I've grown up in the field because she's been doing it forever. So I've been around this my whole life, and then I decided to enter in and follow in her footsteps, 3-4 years back, and went back to school, did that, got my license, went to work with her and learned from her and everything. So our salon mainly specializes in skincare. We do waxing and everything, but for the most part we focus on facials, peels, people with problem skin, and we do lots and lots of acne treatments. People who have really bad skin, we've turned their skin around. So we definitely have had a lot of experience with the skin, and definitely working on, people's skin deep cleaning and things like that. Some people, they don't really have too much experience in that sense. So I've definitely done a lot of that, and I feel like I know a lot when it comes to good skincare and what you need to do to maintain it, especially if anybody has problem skin. It can be really frustrating, and I know we have people who come in who've been really sad, really upset, they don't want to go out, and I totally get it. It's really upsetting, and it can really get you down. So I really understand, and I totally get it when I see people like that, and I feel for them, because I don't want, I don't like seeing anybody feel that way, and I totally get it. Even me, I have nice skin, but I've had to work at it, and even when I have like a breakout or something, I get down on myself. So I know what it's like to, not be happy with your skin at times. So I definitely love helping people and want them to be happy with their skin. And even if you're somebody who has great skin, there's always ways to improve your skin. And we've had people who have started coming at the age of like 30, 40, and their skin now looks better than it did when they first started coming, even though they're older now. So it really shows that you can do a lot as you get older, and you can really make your skin look a lot better if you just focus on good skincare, good routines, treatments, and things like that. So I'm going to kind of talk to you guys about some treatments and some of my favorite products and some questions that I've gotten from you guys on social media. I've gotten some emails and on my blog and my videos. So I'm going to get to that. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I just checked my phone. I posted something on Instagram asking you guys for questions, and I have a ton. But before I get to that, I want to go over a few things. I want to go over different kinds of facials. It's really important for you guys to think about getting facials. A lot of people that I see come into like my clients, they start coming in for facials at like 30 or so, and it's usually or 30, or if they really have problem skin. So and it can be at like, they will have perfect skin up until the age of 40, and then they will start getting breakouts, and that can definitely happen. People will be like, I don't understand it, I've never had a breakout in my life, and now I'm 32 and I'm breaking out. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? I don't know if I changed something. And you know what? Honestly, it happens. So don't freak out. It can happen, especially women. We have crazy hormones. Our hormones go wild all the time, and our hormones are constantly changing. So it does happen. A lot of women, when they get to like their 30s, they get the adult acne. So it's really important that you start to do facials regularly. And what I mean by facials though is not to go maybe to a, you know, hotel spa and get like a really relaxing facial where they just massage your skin. And I know that that might seem like, wow, that feels so nice and relaxing and perfect, but if you really want to treat problem skin, you really need to clean the skin. So you want a deep cleaning. If you want to get a massage, you just go and get a massage, you know? So I always suggest to people who don't live, like, I'm in San Diego, so anybody who's in San Diego can come see us, but anyone who's not in San Diego, I would say to go, you know, on the internet, really research maybe on Yelp or something like that, and look for people who do very good extractions, have very good reviews. And that's what you really want to do, because when you have breakouts and when you have clogged pores, it's all bacteria that's underneath the skin. And if you don't get that cleaned out, then bacteria, it tends to spread. So if you ever notice that you have a breakout in one area and then you start to see, wow, I'm getting like a lot in this area, but I don't have any like up here, it's because the bacteria just spreads and spreads and spreads. So what you want to do is you want to get those cleaned out. Once you get it cleaned out, the bacteria doesn't have time to spread. So if that makes sense, it's really important to get it cleaned out. But like I said, you want to find somewhere that's very good, because you want to do correct extractions. You want to make sure they don't scar you. So you want to find somewhere that's very good, knows what they're doing, and it is possible. So just do your research. And that's like, it might not be the most relaxing facial you've ever had, but you know, if you like have problem skin, then you know what you want to do is you really want to clean the skin to begin with, and you don't want acne. So, you know, a lot of our clients will be like, I don't care, just get it out, get my skin cleaned up, and I'll be happy. So usually those are the people that we see that just want results, and they don't care about like the foo-foo massage and things like that. So that's what I mean by getting a really nice treatment. Peels are really good. I always recommend doing glycolic peels, which we do a lot of. Glycolic peel is called a glycolic peel, but it doesn't actually make you peel. If it's done correctly, it is just a deep form of exfoliation. So it's done with the facial, or at least we do it with the facial. And it basically just sloughs off all the dead skin. So that's what I like to do with the facials. You can do some research, see what other kinds of facials there are. There are different kinds of peels, but that's something that I really like to do. That works for acne, that works for aging, fine lines, pigmentation as well, which I'll talk about also. And it's just like an overall really good type of a peel, and there's no downtime. So for those of you who are like, hey, I don't want to peel, I got things to do, that one's like really, really good one to do. So now I'm just going to get to some of your guys' questions, and then I'm going to keep talking about all of this stuff as I go along. Alright, so getting to one of the questions that I get asked a lot, it's about acne, and it is Actually, I just recently got an email about it, and it was somebody saying that they're having a lot of acne problems and they've been using everything that they can think of for acne, including Proactiv, you know, those pads, salicylic acid, washes, all those things. And all it's doing is leaving their skin irritated and dry and all of that stuff, and actually making the problem worse, and what's going on and all that stuff. So here is my opinion about that stuff. So Proactiv, in my opinion, and Proactiv does have salicylic acid in it. Anything with that you go to like the drugstore and you buy that's geared towards acne, like an acne wash or an acne lotion or something like that, I would say 99% of the time, if you look at the ingredients, it's going to say that it has salicylic acid in it, or benzoyl peroxide, something like that. So, and Proactiv has that, and I mean, all of those products, anything acne usually does have that. So I'll tell you guys, every client that comes in that has acne, everybody uses those things. So anyone that's been doing it, it's not your fault. Everybody does it. I've used it in the past before I was an esthetician, and I mean, everybody does it. So it does leave your skin irritated. It dries your skin out. I am not a fan of it. We always tell all of our clients not to use it if you have really problem skin. What it does is, the point of it is supposedly it's going to be to dry out the pimple. So if you're going to put it on, it's going to dry out the pimple, but what it does in turn is it over dries your skin. So you're going to put that on your skin, you're going to over dry your skin, you're going to get really irritated, especially if anybody is sensitive or really dry. It's going to really make you irritated and overly dry. And you're going to cause like a problem with your skin, where your skin is going to start feeling very dry, and your body naturally will always try to give you anything it feels like it's missing. So in this case, it's going to feel like, wow, I am feeling really dry. I'm going to try to produce some more oils to compensate for all this missing oil. So your body's going to try to produce more oil, and in turn it's going to end up overproducing oil, and then you're going to end up getting more breakouts. So a lot of the time we get people who maybe go to a dermatologist, or they use these acne washes and they're like, I was using it and now I have even more breakouts. And the reason is, a lot of the time it does. It causes more because your body makes more oil, and then it's kind of like making more sebum underneath the skin, and then you're getting more of these clogged pores. So I always say to stay off of those. It's going to end up making you dry and irritated and all of that anyways, and it kind of gives you the opposite effect. What I recommend instead of salicylic is using glycolic. Glycolic doesn't dry you out or anything like that. I have a lot of products that I can link to, you know, that have that instead, that you can kind of substitute your acne washes with that, and it won't dry you out, won't irritate you, none of that. And if you guys have additional questions, I will answer all of them, but that's something that I would do, and it'll be a lot better. So anybody who's wondering like, hey, I was using Proactiv or I was using these acne washes and I'm breaking out more, that's probably why. So let's see, I have a question here that says, can you please talk about hyperpigmentation, acne scars, and how to get rid of it? Okay, so hyperpigmentation and acne scars. Well, for those of you who don't know, hyperpigmentation, obviously it's when the pigmentation of the skin isn't completely even. It is a lot of the time caused, there can be hormone changes, acne, like this person's asking, acne scars. From old acne, they can have scarred your skin, and then you can have that still around and all of that. A lot of people too, when they're actually on birth control, they can develop hyperpigmentation, and pregnancy can sometimes cause pigmentation issues as well. So what I say to do is There are some products that you can do that can help with pigmentation. Again, what I like to do is treatments like a facial with glycolic. It's not something that overnight will treat your hyperpigmentation, but it's something that if you continue to do, it'll start to look better and better. And then something that I really like to do that we do at our salon is a Gessner peel, and that really peels off a few layers of your skin. So that one, there is a downtime. The facial with the glycolic, there's no downtime, but the other one is. So if you have a lot of scarring and you have a lot of pigmentation issues, you might want to think about maybe doing a little bit deeper of a peel, but you don't have to do anything really crazy. I would just do something like that we do at our salon. It's just a mild version of a peel, but you peel for about a week. And I've done it many times. It's nothing to be too scared about. But what happens is when you peel the skin, you peel those layers, so you go a little bit lighter with the skin, and then you get rid of that scarring. And you might, depending how bad your pigmentation is or your scarring, you might need to do a few of the peels, but after doing it a little bit, it gets a lot better. And you can keep up with the pigmentation with products at home, like glycolic will be great to use. And there's some other ones that I'll link to below that would be great to use for pigmentation and scarring as well. This is kind of funny. I'm going to pop a zit no matter what. Is there a right way to do it? Or a perfect time? Okay, so I know everybody probably is wondering this. It is, okay, you're gonna do it. So let's do it the correct way. The best thing you can do is when you see the white at the tip of the pimple. So if you don't see any white, it's best not to touch the pimple. I'm going to tell you that. If you just feel a bump and you desperately want to touch it, you're gonna make it worse. 99% sure of that. If you actually see the white at the tip of that bump, then you are good. So what you can do is you could either take a hot shower, you could steam your face a little bit or something like that. And you want to make sure that your hands are very clean, your face is clean, because you don't want to get any bacteria into this pore or anything. And what you want to do is you want to either gently squeeze either away, sounds really weird, either away, like push away, or you push in, but you don't want to push like crazy hard. And then the white should just come out, and you don't want to continue pushing like crazy. So once you see the white come out, you want to stop. I know it's really hard and you need a lot of self-control for that, but I promise it's the best way to get your zit popped, or to pop your zit yourself without any scarring, and you'll wake up the next morning and you will not be upset about it. Another one, acne for 30-somethings with super sensitive skin. I kind of went over that earlier about people who kind of have adult acne, sensitive skin. I will link to a bunch of really good products for sensitive skin. We have tons of clients. They're awesome for fine lines. Recommendation, I say glycolic products again are awesome for fine lines. And peels are great. Doing some peels, you can do some light peels. The ones where you peel the skin, they're great. You don't have to do anything crazy again. Don't worry about like lasers and things like that. Just do some, be regular about your treatments, and you'll see the fine lines will get better and better and better. Let's see, how to refine your skin complexions, big pores. So another great thing about glycolic is that pore size is reduced. If you continue to do glycolic, like I said, it's not going to be something that overnight you're going to wake up and be like, oh my gosh, my pore size is amazingly like tiny, you know. It's going to be something, if you do a treatment like maybe every month or two and you continuously do it, or you're going to be using these products continuously, you're going to start to see your pore size reduce. Again, peels, things like that, doing these treatments are great to do at home. So just keeping up with your routines is awesome, and doing these kinds of peels. Okay, so best natural remedy for redness and also how to help reduce oiliness. Okay, so we use European products regularly, and we have some great natural products. They actually come from France, and we use them all the time. They're amazing, and I'll link to them below, and I'll kind of recommend which one would be great for what. And to reduce oiliness, so it's important to use, a lot of people think if you're oily, this is one thing I forgot to mention, if you're oily, you don't want to wear moisturizer. No, that's not true. You really want to wear moisturizer, but you want to wear a moisturizer that helps to control the oil production. So there are moisturizers that help suck up the oils throughout the day. So we have one in particular, it's called a mattifying cream. So what it does is it helps essentially mattify your skin. It gives you a more matte complexion. So people who are oily absolutely love this moisturizer because it really helps throughout the day to help suck up the oils. So that is something that's really good to do, and there's different kinds of washes and everything like that you can do that help to combat oiliness. So the whole thing with like acne and problem skin and dry and oily, it's all about finding the right products that kind of keep your skin balanced. There's things for dry and there's things for oily skin. And the worst thing you can do is just not put anything on your skin, no matter what type you are. So there really are things for each skin type, and I'll link them all down below. Ooh, crow's feet. Okay, the one thing we all hate. Oh, I wish I had a better solution for everyone about this. I wish I did. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys and say, okay, first of all, yes, definitely wear eye cream. Absolutely. It's really important that we wear eye cream rather than putting your moisturizer on your eyes, because our eyes are thinner than the rest of the skin on our face. So it's important to use a special cream for your eyes so that you don't irritate your eyes and make it worse. But I will say, I don't know if I've ever found something that has totally gotten rid of my crow's feet. I think some people are more prone to it than others. I definitely have those lines. I think it's like in my genes, you know. But what I will say is always wear sunglasses in the sun. Everybody who doesn't when they're younger always has more crow's feet than like people who were really wearing sunglasses a lot, because you're always squinting, you know. Another thing is, this is totally something that is personal judgment, preference, whatever you guys want to decide on. Botox. You can do it how you want. A lot of people will do Botox in their crow's feet. If it's something that bothers you, it is something that I suggest looking into. It's not something that anybody would notice. It's nothing scary, but it is personal preference. Some people don't want to put anything like that on their skin or into their body or anything like that. Some people don't mind it. So it really does work, I will say that, and it's just up to you. So they do injections here for the crow's feet, and it minimizes all your crow's feet, gets rid of them as much as they can. If you start early, it's very preventative, and same goes with all your other wrinkles and lines, forehead, anywhere you have any lines and stuff. So if you guys are starting to be worried about wrinkles and any deep lines you're starting to get that can't be like controlled, that's something you can look into. Again, I'm not telling you guys to do that because I don't want anybody to think I am, you know, suggesting people go do those things. But what I will say is it's just personal preference. People will decide to do it how they want to do it, and I have no problem whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it. But I want to suggest it for people who do wonder, you know, what I can do to get rid of these lines or these wrinkles or things like that. So if you have deep wrinkles, if you have anything that really bothers you, it's something to look into, and it's something that won't be anything major, I would say. But then again, you know, it's your decision, it's your personal preference, and you might think it is something major. So I leave that totally up to you guys. I'm going to list all of the products that I kind of was mentioning and talking about in the description box below and in my blog post. And I'm going to link to products. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the different products I suggest for different skin types. And if you guys have additional questions, I might not have gotten to get to everything because I didn't want this video to be like 20 minutes long, even though maybe it is. But I will do some more videos. I really do love talking about this topic, and I think I could go on and on and on, as you can see. So I would love if you guys continue asking me questions. Let me know what you guys want to hear more about on the topic of skincare, and I will do more of these skincare videos. Definitely leave me comments, send me emails, tweet at me, Instagram me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.